maybe that's what you want to do. Identifying target markets. It's all about who, right? That's the question. Okay? And I can't stress enough, target markets, you have to separate them. You have to segment your markets. If you say, I call on doctors, but really your products really sell to orthopedic surgeons and chiropractors. Oh, well, then I don't really sell to doctors, do I? I sell to orthopedic surgeons and chiropractors. And they're also very, very useful to high school trainers and college trainers and people in rehab, because that's what they're doing. They're trying to rehab injuries. Oh, I'm not calling on them. Maybe that's a different market. Would you go after the college trainers through the same channels that you would go after orthopedic surgeons? It doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe you do. Maybe there's this. Maybe they all read the same magazine, but I doubt it. Okay. So that's what I'm getting with segmenting your markets, really breaking it down. Go home and make a list of what you think your markets are now, and then start breaking them down by, well, who are my current customers, and what part of that market are my current customers in. That's going to show you. 2 minutes? Okay. That's going to show you where you really need to go. I'm going to go through this real quickly. On your tables, this is an exercise that is done by marketing or advertising firms. What to do is, in this particular one, they're talking about a high-performance athletic footwear item. We will call it a sneaker. What they do is the marketing company's been asked to sit there and come up with a marketing program, so they do a little bit of research, right? They all go out and they go to skate parks and they go to this and that. And they find out a little bit about what their perceived market is. Then what they do is they go back and get in a group and start brainstorming. And there's some questions in this thing that I think is actually interesting. We'll put them up here for a minute. So they start with normal questions: what gender, where do they live, what do they drive, blah, 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 right? How many people in the family? Probably can't see this, can you? Sorry about that.
Just give us numbers.
Okay. Biggest one, what is your motivation for buying as a consumer of this product? Is it, hey, some of these kids are going to like these sneakers because it's the cool fashion. Some of them are going to like it for its utility because they are skateboarders. Some people are going to like it because it goes in with their beach lifestyle, attire, whatever. What's your main motivation? And you're going to have, if you can find those out, you now know I've got 3 different places where I need to go to sell this stuff and how to market it. Okay? There's another one in here I really like. It's not going to work for everybody, but does your ideal customer gamble? Is that going to tell you something about your customer? If I'm selling the hottest new tailor-made R11 driver to a guy that gambles because he's got $100 on his, well, he's got $100 on his foursome every Saturday, right? This is a guy that's going to sit there and say, I want the best technology, and I'm willing to pay for it.
It's a risk taker.
Might be a risk taker. All I'm saying is, some of these questions, you look at them and you go, no, why the hell would I really want to know that? But in fact, they are. Are they an early adopter of technology? What kind of technology do they have at home? Are they iPhone driven? Are they iPad driven? Whatever. So, when I'm saying segment your markets, understand this. Go through this process with the people on your team, and you're going to wind up being able to do some pretty interesting target market segmenting. And here's what I'm going to, oh, that's not. Here's something I'm also going to ask, or I'm going to give you if you want. Come on. This is not what I want. Told you about my white paper. I'll send it to you if you send me an email. The other thing I'll do is if there's 3 to 5 people at a time, otherwise it doesn't work. If you want to get together, and I'll moderate and get everybody together, I'll moderate a session, a workshop session on how to segment your markets. If anybody wants to do that, send me an email. I'll be happy to sit down for nothing and just walk you through the process. Any other questions? Is everybody alive?
We're writing down the stuff.
You guys writing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tom
Tom Bogan at actioncoach.com, which is what I was trying to find it for that there. Tom Bogan, all small letters, at actioncoach.com. If you want to talk about it, even over the phone, I'd be happy to talk to you. Yeah, no.
I have a question. What kind of services do you offer as far as the structure? Is it a one-to-one coaching that you usually do? Is it a group?
I do both. I'll do some group coaching. Typically, that's going to be for people who they're not sophisticated in business planning and some of the things, and they're probably small and they can't afford one-on-one. One-on-one coaching is the best way I know to get you moving in the right direction as fast as possible. Group coaching, however, has a lot of value, so I'll do both. Anything else? Thank you for your time today. I hope I didn't bore the heck out of you.